Arizona Attorney General candidate Lacy Cooper is a former border security section chief for the U.S. Attorney's Office. She joins us now to react. Good morning, Lacy.
Good morning.
So is there a specific reason that they're coming across unaccompanied? What's the story behind this? Why are these kids coming here unaccompanied?
Well, listen, there's a story behind each of those children, and not everyone comes here for the same reason. But I do want to point out that, unaccompanied minor does not mean an orphan. I think sometimes we hear that phrase and we think that they don't have a parent back home. But a lot of these kids are sent by their parents to the border to cross without a legal guardian with them. And sometimes the parent is stuck on the Mexican side and they send their kid through because they think that their kid can get access to the United States easier than they can. So these are not orphan children that are living on the streets. They're children whose parents or guardians have decided that the circumstances warrant them sending them through terrible circumstances, absolutely terrible circumstances, to get here to the border.
If these kids come across the border unaccompanied like that and you have a chance to find one of their parents here in the States, are they subject to prosecution for abandoning their child? Is there anything in our legal system that would deter, if they do have, say, a parent here, that would punish them and deter them from allowing their child to go on this dangerous journey?
No, if the parent is here with a lawful status here and they request that their kid be brought here, then they're not charged with any sort of child abandonment. But I tell you, there should be some criminal prosecution for the smugglers and the cartels who bring the kids here. Cartels make terrible babysitters, and that's exactly what they're tasked to do. When they bring a kid here without any parent or guardian to take care of them, then the cartels are in charge. And we know that children suffer abuses, sexual abuses and physical abuses along the way when they're just put in the hands of these terrible bad actors.
You're running for Arizona Attorney General. Obviously, there are laws available to you, state laws. What do you think you can do as Attorney General to help at least Arizona with the border problem?
Yeah, absolutely. The Arizona law allows for the prosecution of the drug crimes at the border. We know that the movement of drugs and humans are done in concert by the cartels. So the AG can definitely focus on the drug prosecution side of the house and take down the cartels. And, human trafficking is huge. Some of these folks that are being brought across the border, including children, are brought here for sex trafficking and labor trafficking. Not just because they want to make a better life here. It's terrible what's happening at the border, and the Attorney General can weigh in by helping to prosecute a lot of the crimes that are happening in concert with the movement of humans.
Lacy Cooper, candidate for Arizona Attorney General, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Still ahead, it's not just Hispanic voters who are turning on the Democratic Party, while more Asian Americans are ditching the left ahead of the midterm.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.